We are so grateful for you.
Thank you so much, Best Bench Babes, for being here every single week. Today, we are going to celebrate on the podcast by doing a thankful, grateful episode during Thanksgiving week. We have so many special things sprinkled in because a lot of you called in and left your gratitudes with us. So I'm getting goosebumps saying this. We are so excited to share this special gratitude episode with you.
Let's dive in.
You're listening to the Girl Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast, where we invite you to check your ego at the app, grab a cup of coffee, and get ready to dive into all things real estate marketing, social media, friendship, hardship, love, money mindset, and all the things that celebrate you as a badass boss babe.
We're here to encourage you, show up for you, give you a loving kick in the pants when you need it most, and be your soft place to land on the hardest of days. So pull up a seat at our table and get ready to be inspired and start living your best life by design.
Welcome to the Girl Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast. We are so excited you're here.
Okay, girls, let's dive in.
Happy Thanksgiving week. Today, Beth and I are going to do a really fun show. It's going to be warm and fuzzy, and you might need to get some tissues, right, Beth? Maybe. Possibly.
Maybe.
So we are going to do a gratitude episode and share things that we are most thankful for this year. But more importantly than that, we had listeners. So if you are listening and you called in, we had listeners call in and share what they are also most thankful for this year, which is really special. And listening to these messages are just like so great.
The best.
Yeah. So if you want to feel good and you just maybe like you're shopping or you're getting ready for the big day, right? And you just want to feel good, this is such a cool episode for you. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so let's dive into all things thankful.
Yeah. So it's so fun that we always have like listeners call in and leave messages. Mm-hmm. And it's fun when you ask someone to do something and they're like, yeah, I'd love to. And they're like doing it without hesitation. That's so fun.
We have such a cool community. Like what we have built and grown here, thanks to all of you, is just like, I'm going to tear up because that makes me really thankful this year and last year. And like since we started working together, we've been growing this community and it's full of really cool people. You included if you're listening right now.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. So yeah, let's share some gratitude here.
Okay, Christy, what's something that you're grateful for in your personal life?
Personal life. Goodness, so much, Beth. But let me start with, I'm grateful for the growth in my marriage this year. That has been a really big thing. We both dedicated a lot of time into our marriage, after having a child. That time sort of like disappears.
Sure.
And it's slowly coming back in, and we've had so much growth there. And we both dedicated time and resources to growing as humans, and that's directly affected our marriage. Ryan went to Costa Rica even to a retreat. That was huge changes for us. So I'm really grateful for the growth there and that I'm with Ryan.
I love that.
I feel like we're such different humans.
Heart eyes.
I know, so cheesy. I feel like we're such different humans. And we are different humans. And then we've evolved so much, but even more so in the last 6 months, which is really pretty cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible that you're in a relationship where you're both wanting to grow and become better versions of yourselves.
Yeah, and it's not always pretty. I should also preface.
No, hell no. It's usually like hard work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I'm super grateful for him and for the growth in my marriage.
I love that. That's really special.
Okay, Beth, so tell me something that you are really grateful for in your personal life.
A big thing that I'm really proud of and grateful for this year is my dedication to going back to the gym.
Love it.
Is that it's so easy to just not go. And I created a little accountability group with Alyssa and Laura, a couple of my girls.
Love it. Shout out to Alyssa.
Shout out to my gym girls and the gym rats. We have so much fun at the gym, and sometimes we're clowning around. Alyssa's usually dancing or doing something silly. And it's a 6 a.m. thing, and we meet at the gym 3 to 5 days a week. And it's such a fun way to start the morning. Like, I'm making, deeper and fun connections and it's like staying up to date with my gal pals. And I'm also getting exercise, and it goes by super fast because you don't even realize you're exercising because you're having fun.
Yeah.
And then it's such a great way to start the day.
Oh, okay. As we're sitting here, Birch just pulled an ornament off the tree. This is so funny. I don't know if you could hear it, but
we have a Christmas tree in the office.
Yeah, and she's
looking around like, what? Who me?
Look at her. She pulled it off. This is hilarious. It's like a long, what is a leaf looking?
Yeah, like
thing?
a little sparkly thing.
That's so funny. Okay. All right. Back to the show.
She's a little maniac. So yeah, that's probably one of the things I'm really grateful for.
That's amazing.
In my personal life.
And it feels really good to be proud of yourself in that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Love it. Love it so much.
Hi, this is Joan, and I am so thankful for my husband, Brian. We were married in November, 23 years ago this month, and I'm so blessed to live my life with him and enjoy this life that we've created together. And for our puppies, Rufus and Remy, they just bring so much joy, and they're so much fun.
Okay, so tell me another thing that you're grateful for, Christy.
I guess, I could share also that carving out more space for self-care in general, not just like exercise, but in addition, exercise and other things in addition to it. So carving out some space to do things that help me feel better, really carving out that time and trying to be much more consistent with it. So trying to, before I am totally on E or negative, my car's already shut off, allowing myself time to move my body, whatever I kind of need in that moment. So I've learned a lot
really
more
good.
of that this year.
I think women, we're the worst at that.
Oh, it's
we
so
give to everyone
hard.
else, and at the end of the day, you're freaking spent, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't do anything good for myself today.
And, as moms, as women in general, it's just running a house, running a business. If you are married, friendships, yourself, it's really easy to compartmentalize and put yourself aside. And we were kind of taught that for a while. So that has been something that's been slow coming back in, with a little more time coming back in, and something I'm really grateful for this year. Okay, Beth, share another personal thing that you're really grateful for.
I'm super grateful for the fact that we got to check a couple of really huge bucket list trips off the list.
Oh my gosh, and
that
did you
we have
ever?
been planning. So we had been planning a safari with Mark's parents for what felt like for years and years and years. And after, the COVID, anyone that knows me knows I really only work so I can have money for traveling. No, I joke. But traveling is what fills my cup up. I work myself to exhaustion and then get on the plane and go live my best vacation life.
I also love, once you get on that plane, you have shared with me that you don't use your plane time for work.
No.
I think it's brilliant and just amazing, and especially when you're on those really long flights, how easy that would be.
Yeah, no.
You don't do that.
No.
It's decompress time, because then when you get there, you're ready.
Yeah. No, I try to take a nap or watch a movie or just get into vacation headspace.
Yes, I love it
so going
much.
on a safari was super special, and it was really, really beautiful time, 20 days with Mark's parents. And it was something. The
pictures are magical.
And it was something that we have talked about doing for years and years and years. And it was super awesome. And then just recently we went to Ireland for my brother-in-law's 50th birthday. So our travel group, there were 3 couples, and we were gone for 9 days. And it was Ireland's never really ranked super high on my list. I'm more of a beach vacation girl, but it was so beautiful. So beautiful, in fact, that I would go back. The people were so warm and friendly. It was so easy to get around, and really an easy country to navigate.
It's green.
And it's so lush and green, and everything is it. We thought that it was going to be rainy and gross and dreary every single day. It wasn't. There were plenty of moments where it was perfectly magical and never even downpoured. It was so awesome. We loved it.
That's awesome.
To be able to just check off a couple of really fun bucket list trips, that really makes my heart happy for this year.
I love that so much. So much.
Okay, what about you? Do you have another personal thing you're super grateful for?
Something that is kind of an ongoing gratitude, more like a check-in to see where I'm at with it throughout the year, is showing up, like the ability to show up as the mom I want to be. And I know I've mentioned this before, but like this year was a little bit harder because Kaya started school part-time. And so had all that mom guilt stuff kick in and all that. But I really have showed up and like listened to my gut again throughout all of this. And it feels so right.
And Kaya's thriving.
When I clear
she loves
like
it.
the chatter and like, you know, the external get off social, you know, all that stuff. I'm really grateful that I'm able to still feel really aligned in like motherhood and how I'm navigating it.
Yeah, you guys are kicking ass at the parenting thing. It's
or it's
awesome.
kicking our ass or
no. Well, it might be. It might be, but you're raising a really, really incredible human. So I feel like you're winning.
I feel like I'm winning too. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Julie. This may sound cliche, but this year I am truly thankful for my health and for the love and support from my family and friends.
Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I am thankful for God, family, and freedom in America.
Okay, Beth, share another let's do one more personal one.
All right. What I am super grateful for, and this is like a recent gratitude, I am so grateful for my parents. Like they, you know, so when we travel, they move into our house and
Marty
take care
and Cheryl,
of Birch.
shout out.
Yeah, like they take care of Birch and take care of the house and like treat it like their own. My mom like has all of her girlfriends over to play cards and hang out. She has slumber parties over here at the house.
Gosh, so cute.
But like when I have things going on, like we have a big photo shoot. We had a huge holiday photo shoot recently. They like totally stepped up. They stayed here for a couple days after we got back from Ireland to help get the house ready. And they put up all the trees and made sure all the lights were working.
And it's a lot. If you've been on our social, you have seen.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
3 full-size Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And tubs and tubs and tubs and tubs of Christmas ornaments.
It's beautiful.
And they had to haul it all up from the basement. They helped me do everything. And then they're like, nope, we're good. And then they put everything away and they'll come back and help me do the same thing in January. And I literally, you know, they say it takes a village. I literally could not do what I do without my mom and dad.
No. Oh, I love it so much. I'm going to cry. They're amazing.
They're amazing.
They are.
Hi, this is Amy Flick. I am so grateful for the women and men in my life that cheer me on, push me when I'm uncomfortable, and boss me into doing things I don't want to do. I don't know where I would be without them, and I'm just so grateful to have them in my life.
Hey, it's Jen Uto, and I am thankful for my very good group of friends. They are my ride to die. They are my family who I got to pick.
Okay, Beth. So let's shift gears a little bit. And I'm going to ask you what about work life, like professional life? Like what is something you're really proud of and grateful for this year?
I am so grateful that Carrie joined the team this year.
Oh my gosh, Carrie.
Oh my God. Like, so Carrie and I met at Rotary. I think a lot of people have heard that story. And she came up to me. She was like one of my first friends in Rotary. And it's interesting, like when you make friends as an adult, like how different that is. But the way she approached me made me like go back to like being a third grader. When she walked up to me and she's
her
like,
energy.
Yeah, her energy is like infectious. And like when I don't have any energy, I want to like stand next to her so some of hers can ooze off on me. And she walked up to me and she said, I want to be friends with you. And I'm like, oh my God. And I came home from Rotary, literally like a third grader. I'm like, Mark, I made a new friend today. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, and I said, you just don't get it. I'm like, she's awesome. And so that was 6 years ago. And she transitioned out of her law career of 20 years to join the BPR experience. And Carrie excels at everything that I suck at. And it is such a perfect yin to my yang. And like the thing that really stuck out is when I was driving to our brewery event we had this summer. And I'm like, I asked her probably more times than she cared to hear. I'm like, do we have everything? Are you sure? Do you have a list? And she's like, Beth, I got it. Just like get yourself there. And I've gotten my car and it's just like me and my purse. And I'm like, I don't feel like this shit's taken care of. Like because I'm usually like the control freak in the relationship at Just Ask Mark. And I got to the event and she had 95% of the stuff set up. She had everything and then some there. And I'm like, oh, holy shit, this is what it's like to be supported. And to
she feels so good to be around.
I know. And it was just
Carrie.
so amazing. So I'm so grateful that Carrie joined the team this year.
Can I add, I am also grateful. And sidebar, Carrie, like she tells me what everything means in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Like PNL. What are some other ones? The abbreviations. I'm like, what? She's like profit and loss. Like just yesterday, did you even notice yesterday?
Yeah, no, I totally did.
It was so funny. And I'm like laughing. And I actually recorded I didn't realize it in the moment. I recorded the video.
So funny.
And then I heard it. It was so funny.
You're like, yes.
She just knows.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
but
she's great.
She's such a beautiful addition to the team. And I'm so grateful for that.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Laura, and for Thanksgiving this year, I'm thankful for random acts of kindness. Making a big impression on someone's day doesn't require a grand gesture. All it takes is a warm heart and a little inner courage. When we take small opportunities to help brighten someone's day, it's a thoughtful way of saying, hey, I see you, and you matter. So go out there and pay it forward. Strive to be the reason someone smiles today.
So how about you, Christy? What's a professional thing that you're so proud of and so grateful for?
That I am surrounded by like really strong women on this team, like truly lift
in a
each
good
other
way.
up. Yeah, no, like it's, you would think like it's dicey and all, but it's really not. Like that lift each other up and like celebrate each other's strengths and like help us with our weaknesses. And I just think it's so incredible and unique. And like we say this and it might sound like a marketing play, but it's actual like our reality.
Yeah.
And I think that goes along with like allowing the humans on your team or surrounded by you to truly be themselves and like show their superpowers. Like, so I'm just really so grateful for that. It feels
our
good.
vibe is attracting our tribe.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
Okay, Beth, tell me another professional gratitude.
So this didn't feel like a gratitude thing at the beginning of the year. We've talked about this on the podcast when Sarah left the team and it crushed me.
It was hard.
And it was so hard. And I had to do like so much internal soul searching and I'm going to start crying.
It's okay. It's Thanksgiving week. It's fine.
And it made me like have to take an inward look, which is always hard, right? You don't always want to do that because you're like, oh shit, what if I see something that I'm not super proud of or super happy
Looking
about?
in the mirror is like one of the hardest things we ever do. It's so hard.
It is. And I had to step back and just like, am I acting like the leader that I would want like leading me? I guess was kind of the big question I had to ask myself. And
it's a big question.
Yeah. I had growth that I had to do too. So it was good for Sarah personally. It was good for me personally. At the time, it sucked big time. But now, almost a year later, and I can have the rear view perspective, I'm like, it's exactly like whatever your faith, like I believe in God, it's exactly how that should have shown up and that I'm glad that it did show up. So at the time it did not feel like a gratitude. Now it's something that I'm super grateful for.
I love that. Let's come like full circle.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And like to be able to look inward like that is incredible.
And I think Sarah and I's relationship has completely changed for the better and in a good way too. And I like that's also wonderful.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool.
Hi, this is Cheryl, and I'm thankful for having all my kids back in Minnesota, close by, after 17 long years.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and something I am incredibly thankful for this holiday season is a career that truly brings me joy. I sometimes forget how thankful I am that on a very regular basis, I wake up and am excited to go to work, excited to get to serve people that I care about, and just really, really enjoy what I do. I often meet people who either are much older than me and have no idea what they still want to do or really struggle to enjoy the work that they're currently in. And I am just really reminded this season that having a career that brings you fulfillment and joy is just an incredible, incredible feeling. So that is something I am so thankful for.
So how about you, Christy? And you have a professional one, a professional gratitude.
This is a little more recent, and thanks to Carrie. Let's just like really getting this all going is I'm grateful for the growth that feels aligned. You know, like the growth that we're experiencing, it feels really aligned. Like the new team members coming on that will for sure be on by the time this airs.
Yeah.
And like the humans around me, like it feels really aligned, and like we're all going in the same direction now. Mm-hmm. It feels very different than even just a couple years ago. So I'm super grateful for that growth that feels good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Beth, share one more with me. Professional.
Okay. Well, you kind of stole mine, but I'm going to say the same thing. Like, I'm so excited for the growth that the team is experiencing, and it's the right. We always talk about culture. Like, since this team started, like you and I have had like an exhaustive number of conversations about culture on the team and how important that is, and it's not about numbers for us. I'm like, I don't want to just have
a jumbo team.
Yeah, and have it be like the wrong mix of people. And we know what that looks like now versus knowing what it looks like with the right people on the team. Mm-hmm. And it's night and day.
When doors just open because you allowed one to close. The right one's open. The universe shows up.
Yeah.
It just...
Yeah. And it's like that just makes me feel really good. And it's so weird how you like try to like push it and force it and push it and force it. And then the minute I sort of like, you know, that Jesus Take the Wheel, Carrie Underwood song, kind of like when
Jesus Take the Wheel.
Yeah, that one. When I let that happen, it like the universe just brought the right people and people that just like I love spending time with. Yeah. And that's huge. So that makes me really happy.
As much as we want to fight the woo is not a real thing. Yes, it is. Let the universe show up. Come on. If you're listening to this, you're a little woo. Let's like get with the program here. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello. My name is Beverly Miller. When Thanksgiving in the past happened, our family were all together and watched the little ones. It was amazing and joyous. But then COVID came and none of us could gather. This grandma is 87 years old now, and I am very grateful that I can still make cookies with my beautiful great-grandchildren and watch their excitement. Whenever we get together, the happier we'll be. Happy Thanksgiving from a grateful heart.
So, Christy, do you have another professional one that you are really grateful for?
I do. So I think this third one is a little more like futuristic, but I'm really grateful that like we're allowed to dream really big and what's in store. So like it hasn't happened yet, but I think just the ability to dream. Like you're not crushed.
In life or on the team?
No,
or
on
in
the
general?
team. And I guess just back to the team, all about the team. Like the ability to dream here and dream big is not like you're never looked at like you're nuts.
No.
And so it like the sky's like the limit kind of thing, which again sounds so cheesy.
I mean, I look at you like you're nuts sometimes when you're like,
you do.
Hey Beth, guess what we're doing next? And I'm like, what?
Okay.
No, I'm not ready. And you're like, no, you're ready. You're ready.
But like your ideas are never like, you might look at me like I'm crazy, but the ideas are never shot down.
No.
Like, that's banana sort of thing.
I mean, I might try to pump the brakes a little bit, but I usually come around to it.
There's usually like somewhere that we meet, right? That works. But so I'm really grateful for that. And then like excited for what's coming.
I know, me too.
Yeah, it feels really good.
It feels so good. And even though the market is so like up and down and backwards and forwards and whatever it's going to do, I feel so like I have big anticipation for 2023.
Yeah, we can sit there and like fear it, or we can like live it and move through it and be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good episode.
It was good. I'm feeling pretty good. It's really good, thankful goodness episode. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in messages. We adore you. Like, it makes this show so much more fun to do when our community is like right here with us.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like we're
Yes.
just recording just you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our podcast community is growing every single month.
It's incredible.
Christy watches the analytics of the show. I don't watch any of it. And then she'll be like, hey, you wouldn't even believe how many downloads we have. And for us, it's not really about the numbers. It's about who we're serving.
Who we're reaching.
And it feels like we're onto something really special. And we thought that we knew all along, but now like the numbers are telling us, yeah, we actually are onto something special.
Yeah.
And the comments and the feedback we're getting regularly, it's like, holy shit. Like that's what we say in our, like, this is what keeps us going. And it truly is.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here and helping us build this longer table. It just means everything.
I know. Well, and thank you to Christy for pushing me into this podcast arena. I literally would have never done this without you. So I'm grateful for you, friend.
I'm so grateful for you too.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We hope you all have a really good Thanksgiving week and kick off to your like really holiday season. I mean, we're already in it, but like enjoy. It's here. So until next time,
keep your face off a bus bench
and keep being the badass boss babe that you are. Okay, girls, are you feeling as inspired as we are? We're over here cheering you on because you just finished another episode of the Girl, Get Your Face Off a Bus Bench podcast.
If you want more, head over to girlgetyourfaceoffabusbench.com for show notes and more episodes. And don't forget to subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. They mean the world to us, and they're what keep us going.
Girl, thanks for being here.